Good morning, students. Today we are discuss about email and other internet services. Email and other internet services. What is the email and other internet services we discuss in this chapter, in this video. The overview: communicating through the internet with its graphics rich pages and streaming multimedia content. The worldwide, the internet's original purpose to serve as a means of communication. As you have already seen, millions of people use the internet to exchange email. Email is now more common means of communication than telephone calls. The internet's other services through lesser known and used to provide users with other unique and interesting ways to communicate, while email and news enable people to exchange delayed messages. Service such as chat and instant messaging allow users to send and respond to a message in real time. This lesson introduces you to each of these important internet based services. You will learn how each one is used and the types of software you will need to communicate or send information through them. The using email. Before that, the main objectives of email: explain how email technologies allow users to exchange messages, describe the parts of typical email addresses, explain how internet new groups functions, difference between internet relay chat and instant messaging, etc. These are the objectives of email and other internet services. Before that, using email. The only internet service that is more frequently used than the web is electronic mail. Electronic mail or email is a system for exchanging messages through a computer network. People most commonly use email to send and receive text messages, but depending on the software you use, you may be able to exchange audio or video messages with someone else. Email is a system for exchanging messages through a computer network. Here, message is text message or audio message or video message. People most commonly use email to send and receive messages. Email was one of the first uses of the internet and quickly became a popular feature because it lets user exchange messages from anywhere in the world. Further, email is less expensive than using telephone because there is no charge for using it. Beyond the regular fees you pay your ISP. Email is also a faster way to communicate than postal mail because email messages typically reach their destination in seconds rather than days. Email services are very easy to access. You know that and this is another reason for email's popularity. You can manage email through a typical ISP account and a desktop computer, or use a web-based email service which lets you check your messages wherever you have web access. Many cellular telephones and pagers provide email features. Some email system can even interact with any telephone and actually read your messages to you. Another advantages of email is the ability to attach data files and program files to messages. For example, you can send a message to a friend and attach a digital photograph or some other file to the message. The recipient then can open and use the document on his her computer. Email, however, is not a real-time communication system. This means that once you send a message to someone, you must wait until he or she reads it and sends you a reply. This delay, however, does not stop people from exchanging billions of messages each year. Understanding email. The most common way to create, send, and receive email is by using an email program, also called email client, and an internet connection through a ISP or LAN. Popular internet email programs include Eudora, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Outlook Express, NetSpace, Messenger, and others. There are many web-based email services that allow you to send and receive email by using your web browser. Those services will be discussed in this chapter. Email addresses. What is the email addresses? How to create email address? If you have an account with an ISP, or if you are a user on a corporate or school LAN, then you can establish an email address. This unique address enables other users to send messages to you and enables you to send messages to others. You can set up an email account by creating a unique username for yourself, which identifies your postal mailbox on the internet. If your name is John Smith, for example, your username might be J Smith or John_Smith in an email address. The username usually appears before the ISP host computer's name. The username and host computer's name are separated by the symbol, commonly called @ symbol. So if your ISP is Yahoo Mail, your email address might look like this: jsmith@yahoo.com. You read this address as jsmith@yahoomail.com. When you send an email message, the message is stored on a server until the recipient can retrieve it. This type of server is called a mail server. Many mail servers use the post office protocol POP and are called POP servers. Nearly all ISPs and corporate networks maintain one or more mail servers for storing and forwarding email messages. This is the email address. Once again I repeat, you can set up an email account by creating a unique username for yourself, which identifies your postal mailbox on the internet. If your name is John Smith, for example, your username might be jsmith or john_smith in an email address. The username usually appears before the ISP host computer's name. The username and host computer's name are separated by @ symbol, commonly called @ symbol. Next we discuss about list serve systems. The most common use for email is when one person sends a message to someone else or to a small group. However, email systems can be used to distribute messages to thousands of people at the same time. These electronic automated mailing lists are commonly used for distribute electronic newsletters or bulletin board style message to a group. For example, you might join a mailing list for people who are interested in antiques or a particular type of music, and you receive the groups of bulletin with your regular email. Members can contribute messages to the group. One type of mailing list is the automated list server or list serve. List serve systems allow users on the list to post their own messages. So the result is an ongoing discussion that the entire group can see and join. Hundreds of mailing lists discuss are in progress all the time on a huge variety of topics. Using an email program. What is an email program? Standard email programs are free and easy to use. If you have purchased a computer in the last few years, it probably came with an email program already installed. Microsoft Outlook Express is commonly installed on Windows based computers. The following sections briefly show you how to create and send an email message using Outlook Express running under Windows XP. If you use a different email program or operating system, the steps will be similar, but your screen will look like different and the tools may have different names. Creating a message. To create a new email message in Outlook Express, the following these steps. First step is launch the program by choosing Start, next All Programs, next Outlook Express. Select the Outlook Express. Next step is step 2. When the Outlook Express window appears, click the Create Mail button. A new window appears where you can compose the message. Step 3. Click in the two box and type recipient's email address. You can specify more than one receipt. If the recipient's address are already stored in the message, these are the creating message in Microsoft Outlook Express. Next we discuss using web-based email services. Using web-based email services, you don't need to have a stand-alone email program to send and receive messages. You can easily manage email by using one of the many web-based email services. These services offer several advantages over standard email programs. First program is cost. Web-based email services such as Hotmail and Mail.com offer free email accounts, although storage space can be limited. Next, easy to Easy of use. Web-based email services offer the same tools as standard email programs, all within the familiar confines of your browser, so they are easy to use. Next, accessibility. You can access a web-based email account from any computer that has web access. You do not need to log into your ISP's account, which may be impossible for you are traveling. More features of the internet. More features of the internet. Because the internet is gigabyte network, it can support many different types of services beside the web and email. In fact, some internet services have been available for decades and are still widely used. News. In addition to the messages distributing to mailing lists by email, the internet also supports a form of public bulletin board called news. There are tens of thousands of active internet news groups, each devoted to discussion of a particular topic. Many of the most widely distributed news groups are part of a system called Usenet, but others are targeted to a particular region or to users connected to a specific network or institution, such as a university or large corporation. It is not always necessary to use an FTP client to download files from FTP site. Web browsers also support FTP. In fact, if you visit a website such as Microsoft, http://www.microsoft.com, or Macromedia, you can download programs and data files directly on your computer through your web browser. This type of file transfer usually is an FTP operation and is available through many different websites. FTP sites provide access to many different types of files. You can find information of all kinds, from weather maps to magazine articles, housed on these systems. Computer hardware and software companies frequently host their own FTP sites where you can copy program updates, bug solutions, and other types of software. Although FTP is easy to use, it can be hard to find a file that you want to download. One way to find files is to use Archie, the researchable index of FTP archives maintained by McGill University in Montreal. The main archive server is McGill gathers copies of the directories from more than 1,000 other public FTP archives every month and distributes copies of those directories to dozens of other servers around the world. When a server receives a request for a keyword search, it returns a list of files that match the search criteria and the location of each file. Many FTP client programs provide Archie search tools, and some websites enables you to conduct archive searches through your web browser. Next, we discuss about Internet Relay Chart (IRC) and web-based chart. Internet Relay Chart and web-based chart. Internet Relay Chart (IRC) or just chart is a popular way for internet users to communicate in real time with other users. Real time communication means communicating with other users. IRC or Internet Relay Chart, just a chart, is a popular way for internet user to communicate in real time with other users. IRC is often preferred to use as the CB radio of the internet because it enables a few or many people to join a discussion. Next, peer-to-peer services. Peer-to-peer services are popular because they allow people to share files of all types directly from the peer connection available via the peer software. This is a web-based chart. Thank you for watching this video.